Mr. Li Yanyi, Vice Governor of the Zhejiang Province, Mr. Liu Jinmin, China's Special Envoy for Climate Change, Professor Jim Ski, my dear friend, Dr. Chen Jinli Lin, Administrator of the China Meteorological Administration, Mr. Yao Gaoyun, Mayor of Hangzhou, Mr. Abdallah Maqsit, Executive Secretary of the IPCC, and Mr. John Liu, Director of the UN Environment Program, distinguished delegates, esteemed members of the IPCC Bureau, respected observers and guests, dear friends. It's with great pleasure that I join our distinguished panel on welcoming you to the 62nd session of the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change here in the vibrant city of Hangzhou. On behalf of the WMO Secretary General, Professor Celeste Saulo, we extend our deep gratitude to the government of China, Zhejiang Province, and the city of Hangzhou for your generous hospitality as we join together and embark on this pivotal journey to deliver the 7th assessment report. For many decades, the government of China has demonstrated a strong commitment to international scientific cooperation and has been an important leader within the IPCC, providing research advances and helping to guide these highly influential assessment reports. We are honored to convene under your stewardship. I would also like to express my appreciation for the tireless efforts of the IPCC Bureau and the many experts who have diligently crafted the outlines of the 3 working group reports and the methodology report on carbon dioxide removal and carbon capture, utilization, and storage. Your expertise and dedication are the backbone of this process and will be crucial as we move forward, as ever supported by the indefatigable Secretariat and the technical support units. Today, as we focus on these outlines and the budgetary considerations necessary for our work, I call upon governments represented here to take decisive action, ensuring that we advance the IPCC process and deliver a robust 7th assessment report on schedule. This report is critical for informing the second global stocktake and shaping our collective climate response. The findings of our work are not just academic, they serve as a guide for governments as they navigate the complexities of climate change. And as we reflect on our current climate trajectory, the World Meteorological Organization has confirmed, as the Special Envoy previously said, that 2024 was the warmest year on record, with global temperatures reaching approximately 1.55 degrees C above pre-industrial levels, just slightly warmer than 2023, which was previously the warmest year. Indeed, the last decade has been the warmest in the historical record. And if it isn't true yet, I would venture to say it will be soon, that every one of us will know somebody who's been affected by an extreme event like severe flooding or extreme heat. Now, while the Paris Agreement target of limiting warming to 1.5 degrees C remains within reach, it's imperative that we recognize the grave threats we face without immediate and robust action that must be firmly grounded in scientific evidence. Research and experience has shown that the cost of inaction far exceeds the costs associated with action, and policy-relevant science remains a key ingredient in the solutions package. The WMO remains steadfast in our commitment to providing critical support to the IPCC Secretariat and its members. We are proud to work hand in hand on the periodic provision of climate information and are dedicated to supporting the IPCC to effectively undertake its mission. This year marks a significant milestone for the World Meteorological Organization as we celebrate our 75th anniversary as a United Nations specialized agency. Over the decades, we've achieved numerous milestones, including the convening of 3 World Climate Conferences. And I've been reflecting this week on these sitting in Geneva, where each of these were held. In particular, I recalled the first World Climate Conference in 1979, over 45 years ago. That conference issued a declaration as an appeal to nations that it is now urgently necessary for the nations of the world to take full advantage of man's present knowledge of climate change and to take steps to improve significantly that knowledge, to foresee and prevent potential man-made changes in climate that may be adverse to the well-being of humanity. 45 years ago, and the message still rings true today. The first World Climate Conference proposed a World Climate Program, a scientific program that was quickly established at WMO with UNEP and a number of other UN organizations. And through this program, and through a number of significant conferences and processes to follow, national delegations at the WMO Congress in 1987 called for WMO to provide authoritative information on the state of knowledge of human-induced climate change, and agreed with recommendations from a number of quarters for the need to undertake periodic assessments of scientific knowledge. But they took it a step further by determining that the assessment mechanism should operate under the overall guidance of governments rather than solely through scientists serving in their personal capacities. And this was a bold and innovative move that ultimately authorized the Secretary General of the WMO at that time and the Executive Director of UNEP to establish what was soon to become the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, a move that has, all of these years later, stood the test of time and demonstrated the wisdom of entrusting climate science to this intergovernmental process. This is your inheritance, and while WMO takes pride in being one of the founding partners of the IPCC and in supporting your journey throughout these years, the next cycle is now in your hands. And now, more than ever, we require rigorously assessed scientific information to inform our mitigation and adaptation policies, as well as to guide international climate negotiations. So, as we embark on this important session, I wish you all constructive discussions and a successful outcome. Together, let us reaffirm our commitment to a sustainable and resilient future made possible by ambitious climate decisions underpinned by the best available science. Thank you.